Hey man, what it do with the business is, man, let's get to it. Don't forget, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Let's talk about why we always tell men to date who likes them, or that should be the rule of the thumb. But why we don't tell women to date who likes them? Why does that only go in one way? So I think that's a very, very serious question that needs to be asked. Why is it just one way? You know, a lot of the women are just not attracted. The guy can do everything she says she want a guy to do. He can have the height, he can have the money, he can be nice. And it tends to turn the woman completely off, right? The ideal guy that they describe, bringing flowers and all of that type of stuff, you know, and there are a surplus of men, you know, that are exactly what these women are looking for. You know what I'm saying? That are exactly what these women are looking for. You know, tell them their problems and bring flowers and worship the ground that they walk on. There's a bunch of men like that. I know one may argue the majority of men that get married are betas, are simps. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, allow women to run over them. I seen something where a brother JB's he reacted to it about Bun B, and he basically did say happy wife, happy life. He just shut up. And the relationship goes a lot better when his wife is happy and he just shut up and do what she say do. That's Bun B. That's Underground Kings. That's Pimp C, right hand man. We eat so many shrimp, I got iodine poison. Who said that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's wild the times that we living in. It's crazy. It's crazy. And, excuse me, but why don't we tell women to do that? Why not all these guys? You know, and check this out. A lot of the guys that they do choose that treat them like trash, some of them guys that treat them, that's willing to treat them like queens, probably are more attractive than the guys that treat them like trash. You know what I'm saying? Women have this complex where they just feel like they're better than men. Even if they could be flat broke and the guy can have $100,000 and they feel like, well, I'm better than him. I don't understand where they got this superiority complex from. Like, you know, I heard a story where a woman was in a break room. She was talking, this was a while ago, and she was talking down on a guy that had an apartment, talking about why he don't have a house, and she living in her family member's basement. You know, and that just lets you know women lose touch with reality. You know, these women would be like, I'd rather be by myself than settle. And like, what's settling? You look at them like the guy that's willing to take you, he's better than you. He's better than you. And the way nature is, most men date down. Let's just talk about an attraction. Most men date down. Most guys come as they are most of the time. Ain't no makeup, ain't no wigs, ain't none of that. It is what it is. No fake personalities. It is what it is with most men. Women come with all these different accessories and all these wigs and, you know, contacts and, you know, all these waist trainers and halters, all this shit. BBLs. And they really starting to believe that's, you know, what it is. That's, you know, oh, this is me. It's a persona, bro. Just like a lot of they personas online, how they talk about I don't cook, I don't clean, but they begging a nigga to come eat their food and shit. That's real spill. That's real spill. That's the wild thing about it, bro. Real talk. Why we don't tell women and advise them to get with the guy that's gonna treat you well? And it's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of it. It may not be a bunch of women. It may not be a bunch of women who will treat you well. Because even in the Bible, it says that it's, he who finds a good woman, which is alluding to that it finds a good thing, which is alluding to it's not that easy to find. That's what that's alluding to. So why don't we give our women the same advice? Date the guy that treats you well. Date the guy that you can take out in public who don't mind, who don't want you to come over at 2 a.m. or whatever it is. But women are such visual creatures. They put that on men so much. Oh, women are very visual creatures. It's the aesthetic of a guy looking tall. It's not that it's useful. You know what I'm saying? It's just the aesthetic of it. That's the crazy thing about it. So, I don't understand why we don't advise our young women to go with the guy that treats you well. And I get it. A lot of women enter their prime before young men enter their prime. I get it. You want to enjoy as much as possible. You want to, just like most dudes want to experience, what a bad bitch is like, what is to be with a 10. Even though all the reviews tell you that you get less and all this type of stuff, you just want to know what it feels. I get it for women. I get it. Same thing with guys. I get it. But ultimately, why not go with the guy that treats you well? Why not go with the guys that they have the values that you have? Why try to go for the project? And I guess it's somewhat of an Xbox game achievement that pop up when you achieve something. You get a trophy for that. I took the ex-con and I domesticated them. I took the guy that nobody can tie down, and I tied him down. That I guess it's a sport for them. I guess it's a sport. But ultimately I feel it. But ultimately in the long run, the guy that treats you well, your life gonna be better. There's guys that worship the ground. And now there's some guys that worship the ground, get the pussy and dip. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a lot of guys that live in that realm where I got her, I gotta keep her, I can't do no better than her. It's a lot of guys like that. But so for some reason, most women don't want those guys, even if they look better. I don't know if the guy with his shit together, or that forces you to be better. I don't know what it is. You don't want to be better. I don't get it. But women, and they have more options than guys a lot of times when you're talking about good men. But you got to remember, they don't see those good men. Good jobs. Go home, come to work, come straight home. Most women need that drama. And the quicker that women come to grips and admit that, at least to themselves, their lives would be a lot more easier. But that's an advice women can take too. But most women are evil. I'm telling y'all, by nature, that's why they deal with drug dealers. And then when they get older, I learned my lesson. Why you need to learn your lesson when it's a bunch of cautionary tales out here? There's a bunch of cautionary tales that's telling you if you deal with this type of guy, this, that, and the third is going to happen. If you deal with this guy, this will happen. Nothing good will happen. He'll be a deadbeat. He won't take care of his children. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. So many women got cautionary tales. You got young women that say, "Mom, you were a single mother. Why can't I?" You be like, "What?" It's crazy, right? But that's all I had to say, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Peace.